I'm Katie Neal from New York's Country 94.7, and I want to welcome everyone here tonight to our very first Responders Appreciation Show. We're so excited to have you all with us. Our performer tonight, it is no secret, he's very proud to be an American. He's also very proud to support all of our first responders, and especially all of you who are in this room tonight. He's got 7 #1 songs. He just released his 5th studio album, Nights and Longnecks. Ladies and gentlemen, please help me welcome ACM award-winning Justin Moore. Welcome.
Thank you. Thank you guys. How y'all doing? Or should I say, how you doing out here?
He's got it down.
My manager's from Jersey, so he's given me some lessons over the years.
Some good material to work off of.
Yeah.
So thank you so much for being here. Congratulations on the new album, Nights and Longnecks. That's very exciting.
Thank you. It is exciting. It's our 5th studio album, which is kind of hard to believe, to be honest with you, that we've been doing it long enough to be able to have a 5th album, but that doesn't happen with, without country radio and you guys, so we are very, very excited to have it out.
I was kind of being a little bit of a music nerd a couple weeks ago when you released the track list, and I was looking through, and Justin co-wrote on all 10 tracks that are on the album. But what I thought was interesting is you worked with the same small group of guys, and I was like, I wonder what that is. And then I heard that it's because you guys locked yourself in your beach house for a whole week to finish the album. So talk about that.
Yeah, I don't know how we slipped that one past our wives. But
what is the state of the beach house right now?
Yeah, we had to get it fumigated for sure. No, I moved to Nashville in 2002, and we didn't have kids and that kind of stuff, and so my producer and I would drive down to the Panhandle of Florida. I don't know if you guys are familiar with the Destin, Florida area.
Everyone in here is familiar with Florida,
okay.
Right? Yeah.
It was about a 7-hour ride from Nashville, and we would just go rent a hotel room or a house or something and lock ourselves in and drink beer and write songs. And kind of just a really laid-back way of doing it, and a change of scenery such as the beach is it can breed creativity for sure. And when we were talking about putting this album together, I said, man, I want to go back to old school traditional country, and fast forward now, we do have kids and wives and all that stuff, but for whatever reason, we sold it to them as a business trip, and they bought it. They probably purchased some things on Amazon or something.
Oh, I'm sure they did while you were gone.
But no, we went and hung out. My wife and I have a place down there, as you mentioned, and took 5 or 6 of our buddies that we love to write songs with. And, it was just... again, a really laid-back way of doing it, and there were days we wrote 3 or 4 songs in a day, and then we may go 2 days and only write 1 song, and because of that, and because of the music that we came up with, this is the most fun I've ever had making an album, and that definitely contributed to that for sure.
I'm sure. If you had to put a rough estimate on it, how many beers do you think you drank that week?
Oh goodness.
Too many to count?
Oh, man. There's no telling how many cases of beer we went through, but it had to be up there, that's for sure.
I wish this was one of those things you see in the Justin Moore documentary, later on in life.
We should have counted. That would have been a good one.
That's too funny. So one thing I thought was interesting about this is that you kind of touched on this. You've been doing this for a while. You've been in the business 10 years. It's actually been 10 years since your debut self-titled album came out. So
yeah.
What is the advice that 2019 Justin Moore gives to 2009 Justin Moore?
Yeah, it's we've been I think first single came out in 2007 and first album in 2009. Probably just slow down and really soak it all in a little more than I have. And these guys have been with me for that entire period of time, so they can tell you. I mean, when you're in the daily grind of it, you're just trying to complete the next task and have the next hit, or whatever is in front of you. You're just worried about that, and I don't think any of us really take the time to sit back and soak it all in and really appreciate it all. And I guess maybe that'll come when we're not doing this anymore and we're sitting on a rocking chair sipping bourbon or something. I don't know.
I don't think I've ever heard anybody who, looks back on their life and was like, I wish I would have went faster. Like, you know what I mean? Everybody,
right.
But listen to everybody, slow down just a little bit.
Yeah.
So in a minute, you're going to play some songs for us, but one song I wanted to talk to you about was your current single, The Ones Who Didn't Make It Back Home. It's climbing up the charts. Just talk a little bit about writing that song. Was that difficult to write? I mean, obviously it's a very special song, very special to everyone in this room as a first responder.
The song really wasn't difficult to write. We had a song out, it's hard to believe, but it was 8 years ago now, called If Heaven Wasn't So Far Away. And I learned with that song that it's really special to have not only a hit record, because hits are really fun, and I've been fortunate to have a lot of them over the years. Again, thanks to country radio. The label throws you a party and your parents pat you on the back and tell you how special and important you are and all that good stuff, and it's good for your career. But I really learned with that song and traveling the country and outside of how special country music is and how powerful country music can be. When I'm in meet and greets or meeting somebody at the supermarket or whatever, and they're saying, man, this song really helped me through the loss of my so-and-so, insert whomever. And I thought, man, that's really special, and it would be really special if we had another one of those. And a lot of people don't have one of them in their career, so to have now 2 of them, I feel really blessed. And where the idea came from is I kind of talk about our first responders and our military service men and women each and every night before we play If Heaven Wasn't So Far Away. And I've done that ever since the song came out. These guys can attest to that. And I always end it by saying, we'll send this out to the ones that didn't make it back home. And for whatever reason, I don't know why it took me 8 years for the light bulb to go off that was a song idea. I don't know, but I guess better late than never. But I had that idea when I said it that night. And this was maybe a year and a half ago or something like that, and went back to the bus and started writing it and then finished it the next morning. So
it's a really special song. We really love it. We love hearing it on New York's Country 94.7. I also have solicited some of our first responders here in the audience to help be my co-host today.
Awesome.
And they've all submitted some questions. So, hi, Justin. This is from
Hi.
Thomas. He says, do you have any relatives in the military or first responders, such as fire department, police department, EMS?
Not currently, but kind of my passion for supporting our first responders, military, etc., came because one of my grandfathers retired out of the Navy, another was Air Force, and along with my parents, they instilled in me the importance that you men and women make daily to make our communities safer and greater places for all of us to live. And then obviously our servicemen and women who go overseas and do the same thing for our country. And so it's just kind of been something that was seared in my brain at an early age, and something that I'm trying to, impose upon my own children. We have four children, my wife and I, and it's just always been something, bless you. It's always been...
Good manners.
Yeah, you bet. It's been that was also burned in my brain by my parents. It's just always been something that I've done and we've talked about throughout my career, and we've done every time we have the opportunity to do a benefit or something with like the Wounded Warrior Project or anything of that nature. We try to make sure that we do them.
Our next question is from John. How do you balance the challenges of doing a career you've always wanted to do and your personal life?
I learned when I first started, my wife and I first got married and I first started having kids, or we first started having kids. They're hers too.
Careful there.
But you have to have your priorities in order, and clearly over the years my priorities have changed, and it always kind of, I guess, surprises people when I tell them music's about third or fourth down the list for me. God is number one, and my family is number two. Sports maybe, and then music. No, I'm kidding. But no, I mean, I certainly still have a passion for playing music, and am so thankful that I have the opportunity to do so. But my family they come before music, and so if there's a thank you. Like, I'll give you an example. I coach my daughters in softball and basketball, but softball season, my label knows not to ask me to go do anything because I'm not missing a softball game. So I work our tour around that.
It's so important to be home for that, and the girls will always remember that. Like they'll know that you were there. They appreciate it. And then where's Tony from Queens? Tony would like to know, when do you want to come by Engine 44 and put all the gear on?
Oh man, you think I'm strong enough to even stand up with it all on? No, I would love to. We had the opportunity. I believe we were in Pennsylvania to go to a fire station, and it just amazes me. And this goes for firefighters, police officers, etc. That when everybody's running out, you guys are running in. It just blows my mind, and certainly we're so thankful for you guys and gals for that. And anytime we have the chance to do stuff like that, we would love to. So maybe we'll have to hook up after this is over, and next time we're in town, I would love to do that for sure.
And I want to make sure I see pictures of that when it happens, okay? Thank you so.
Does it come in extra small?
Oh, I got to be there too?
Does the suit come in extra small?
Well, thank you so much again for being here. We are so ready to hear some songs off the new albums. Ladies and gentlemen, please give a warm welcome once again to Justin Moore.
Thank you, guys. We ain't played these songs a bunch. We'll try not to screw them up. How about that? Cause it's Friday, cause it's Monday, cause it's a charcoal burning Sunday, cause we ain't gonna get to one day. That's why we drink. Cause the sun's up, cause it's sundown, cause my wound up needs a little unwound, cause we've been working all day but we're done now. Yeah, that's why we drink. Cause they're ice cold, cause it's hot out, cause we're jumbo sitting with a line out, cause we're a little messed up, but it's cheaper than a dang old shrink. Cause we're grown up, cause we're still kids, cause we love doing things cause our daddies did, cause it's alcohol abuse if you pour one down the sink. Yeah, that's why we drink. Cause our team lost, cause our team won, cause Sweet Home Alabama just came home, cause we're looking for a reason to raise one. Yeah, that's why we drink. Cause they're ice cold, cause it's hot out, cause we're John boats sitting with a line out, cause we're a little messed up, but it's cheaper than a dang old shrink. Cause we're grown up, cause we're still kids, cause we love doing things cause our daddies did, cause it's alcohol abuse if you pour one down the sink. Yeah, that's why we drink. To good friends, good times, you and me, to the red, white, and blue boys and girls overseas, cause they're ice cold, cause it's hot out, cause we're John boats sitting with a line out, cause we're a little messed up, but it's cheaper than a dang old shrink. That's why we drink. Cause we're grown up, cause we're still kids, cause we love doing things cause our daddies did, cause it's alcohol abuse if you pour one down the sink. Yeah, that's why we drink. Yeah, that's why we drink. Thank you guys. I didn't say it, but thank you guys for being here. I know y'all got a million other things y'all could be doing right now. Hopefully you enjoy yourselves, and hopefully this doesn't deter you from going and getting the album. That would be counterproductive. But no, we really do appreciate it. This stuff is a lot of fun. We don't get a chance to do this kind of stuff often enough, so we're thankful for you guys being here. And like I was saying before we played that song, we haven't played these a lot because these are all songs off the new album. That song will be our next single to country radio, which will be fun. We've been talking to the radio about it, and we're excited, and hopefully they're excited. So this next song is a kind of a breakup type, tear in my beer kind of song off the new album. It's my wife's favorite song off the album, which, come to think of it, is a little scary. We've been married for 12 years and got 4 kids, so I hope that's not a sign of things to come, because that could get expensive in a hurry. But anyway, hopefully it's just her favorite song and that's it. But anyway, it's one of my favorites off the album too. It's called On the Rocks. Probably staying at her mama's, spilling all the drama now. Wine and drinking off the hurt and twisting all my words around. This ain't my first rodeo. Hold on, here we go. Before I slam the door, I said go to hell. Call my buddies up, now they're watching me, and drank by myself till they cut me off, or till the doors are locked. Same old back again on a bender. Bartender, don't stop pouring on me, 'cause this whiskey ain't the only thing on the rocks. We've done more breaking up again and making up again to count. Every single double ain't the only trouble going down. This drink and her love, why do I like the hard stuff? Before I slam the door, I said go to hell. Call my buddies up, now they're watching me, drink by myself till they cut me off, or till the doors are locked. Same old back again on a bender. Bartender, don't stop pouring on me, 'cause this whiskey ain't the only thing on the rocks. This drink and her love, why do I like the hard stuff? Before I slam the door, I said go to hell. Call my buddies up, now they're watching me, drink by myself till they cut me off, or till the doors are locked. Same old back again on a bender. Bartender, don't stop pouring on me, 'cause this whiskey ain't the only thing on the rocks. It ain't the only thing on the rocks. So I mentioned I have 4 kids. I have 3 daughters who are 9, 7, and 5, and yeah, I'm screwed. Yep, I am. Actually, my wife and my 2 older daughters are actually here with me this week. As you guys can imagine, there's a lot of pressure and tons of things to do during an album release week. It's a lot of fun, and I'm certainly thrilled to have the platform to do what I do and the magnitude of the outlet that I have for my creativity in my music, but to be able to share it with my family is even more special. My girls have never been to New York City, so this is their first trip. So they're just walking around going, ooh, ah, we live in a town of 300 people, and so they're used to looking out at a cow pasture all day, and so it's been pretty cool. So. I've had them with me on radio interviews and TV, and we did the Today Show yesterday, and they got to be on the Today Show and all that good stuff. So, anyway, they slipped away from me today, and I gotta be honest. They made a trip to American Girl, and so I'm gonna have to make probably 75 more albums or something like that. That place gets you, don't it? But 2 years ago, we had our first little boy, whose name is South, and like the direction, yeah. He was really special, obviously, because we had only experienced having girls, which we love, but didn't know that we were going to have the opportunity to be parents to a little boy, and so I wrote a song for him. On this album, which got me in trouble with my girls, by the way. They're going, Dad, where's our song? And this tattoo right here is for my oldest daughter, so I've already been catching hell from my other daughters going, Dad, where's our tattoo? And I'm saying, have you looked at these babies lately? There's not a whole lot of real estate here. And I certainly ain't working out no time soon. But anyway, I'm proud of this song and proud that this will be something he'll have long after I'm gone. So if any of you guys or ladies or parents to a little boy, maybe you'll be able to relate to this. It's called That's My Boy.
1, 2, 3, 4.
He's gonna know that Jesus saves. He'll always love the braves. And he's gonna go through that phase where he thinks he knows it all. He's gonna eat, sleep, and breathe in boots. He'll probably never gonna own a suit, but drop everything he's about to do anytime his mama calls. That's my boy, he's a blue chip straight off the blocker, a jacked up old truck, a Kenwood rocker, a fist-sized dent in a football locker. He's fired up and making noise. He's a get back up from a life haymaker. I got your back now, you can get me back later. I can hear me now in my bleacher proud southern voice, screaming, that's my boy. He's gonna break some hearts and break some bones. He's gonna break out on his own. He'll find the rear view and get back home just as fast as he can, like his old man. That's my boy, he's a blue chip straight off the blocker, jacked up old truck, Kenwood rocker, a fist-sized dent in a football locker, fired up and making noise. He's a get back up from a life haymaker. Got your back now, you can get me back later. I can hear me now in my bleacher proud southern boys. Yeah, that's my boy. That's my heart, that's my soul, That's my last name. That's a love like I've never known. Yeah, that's my boy. Yeah, that's my boy. He's a blue chip straight off the blocker, jacked up old truck, Kenwood rocker, a fist-sized in a football locker. He's fired up and making noise. He's a get back up from a life-saving maker. Got you back now, you can get me back later. I can hear me now in my bleacher-proud southern voice. Yeah, that's my boy. Yeah, that's my boy. That's my boy. Thank you, guys. So, I kind of explained how I wrote this next song and where it came from. I also talked about my influence as far as my affinity for you fine folks who do what you do. But again, I just want to say from me and my guys and our families, etc. God bless you men and women for what you do. We really do certainly appreciate it. It's not just artist speak or whatever you want to call it. We certainly mean it, and you guys and gals are just unbelievable. I can't imagine doing what y'all do, but we're certainly thankful that there are men and women out there brave enough to do it. So hopefully you guys enjoy this song. Hopefully it's touching to you guys. So with that said, we'll play the ones that didn't make it back home.
2, 1, 2, 3, 4.
Tour was up, middle of June. She was planning a welcome home barbecue, green bean casserole, grandma's recipe. There was a knock on the door around 2 o'clock. 2 uniforms and her hard stop, yellow ribbon round an oak tree, blowing in the breeze. And here's to the ones that didn't make it back home, the ones we ain't seen in so long, the hold up a beer ones, wish they were here ones, the not forgotten but gone. They're in a better place up there, but they sure left a hole down here. We just go on living and go on missing the ones that didn't make it back home. The whole town shut down, the whole town showed up, sang Amazing Grace and watched a slideshow up. It's 22 years, there was laughs and there was tears, and that preacher talked about sacrifice and traffic stop for them Cadillac lights, and Johnny sold beer half price that night, and everybody raised them high, singing here's to the ones that didn't make it back home, the ones we ain't seen in so long, the hold up a beer ones, wish they were here ones, the not forgotten but gone. They're in a better place up there, but they sure left a hole down here. We just go on living and go on missing the ones that didn't make it back home. Back to that front porch, back through that front door, to the life they were fighting for. Here's to the ones that didn't make it back home, the ones we ain't seen in so long, the hold up a beer ones, wish they were here ones, the not forgotten but gone. They're in a better place up there, but they sure left a back home. Yeah. The ones that didn't make it back home. Thank you, guys. I appreciate you.
Maybe. Keep it going for Justin Moore. Thank you again so much for being here. Thank you to all of you in the audience for being here as well and for what you do every single day. Make sure you check out Justin's new album, Late Nights and Longnecks, available everywhere music is sold and at justinmooremusic.com. Thank you guys so much.
In all sincerity, thank you guys very, very much. And y'all stay safe out there, and we very much appreciate what you do for us. God bless y'all.